Not long ago, in a place not far from here, there was a group of children who were very misbehaved, lies, and quite mischievous. But one day, they were invited on a school trip to the forest to enjoy nature a little and learn a couple of things. Obviously, they had no plans to behave, especially two of them, Fenry and Omar. Fenry and Omar were the naughtiest children of the whole group and the whole world. And they decided that they will not listen to anything they were told, no matter how important it was. At first, everything was going well. They reached the entrance of the forest. They made noise, but it was moderate, and suddenly the forest keeper came to guide them. At the moment, all the tranquility was there, but he left for an instant, and they, instead of start to scream and run and do nonsense, just to annoy him. But instead of bothering them, they just stay there calm and a little relaxed. He spoke to them calmly, introduced himself, and from one moment to the next, the whole group of naughty children had become a calm group, of course, except for Fenry and Omar. The tour began, and everyone was paying attention to the forest keeper. And the most incredible thing was they were enjoying the learning. And everyone began to realize that if they relaxed a little, they could get to learn many interesting things and achieve many things. During the way, they did many activities. They climbed, paint, met and interacted with different animals, and visit many places until they reached at the point where the forest keeper was worried. They were passing through a part of the lake, but what he cared about? He told them and warned them in a sneaky voice that they wouldn't do it on the other side of the lake because something bad could happen to them. Obviously, they all trusted him and heed him, except for our loved Henry and Omar, who did not take seriously and saw his chance to make a mess. They separated from the group without any noticing, and they went on the opposite side of the lake. When they got there, they felt a little scared and confused, since they expected something to do, but instead, they only found a group of wild goats. They didn't care much and decided to do it to annoy them a little. What they didn't know was those goats were very territorial, and suddenly they attacked them. The goats' hearts started chasing them. They screamed and shouted, but it didn't seem like anyone was coming. But suddenly, the forest ranger arrived and took them from there. They arrived with the group. When they arrived to the group, they scolded them, but they were still too scared to complain. But at the end of the day, they returned home and everyone learned that they have to pay attention to the authorities and behave. The end.